Yeah, hi, YouTube world. What's all this going on? Paul Ellis. Um, Dan. Right. In the YouTube world, Dan Riley is calling out Paul Ellis. Dan, you've probably had a few beers, or maybe something a little bit stronger. Um, if you need to sort things out, maybe I'll go on the live with what's the name, Fighting Trolls. We can all talk things through. You don't look too well at the moment, but anyway, yeah, I know what you mean. So, Paul Ellis, don't fight Dan. It doesn't seem a fair fight. Sorry, Dan, but I don't know what weight are you. You look a lot lighter and things like I'm lighter than most people. Just wouldn't seem right in the Queensberry rules or the bare knuckle fight. It does make a difference. That's why they have weight divisions. So. I don't know, it may be different. So I don't know. You may be a boxer. You may have some sort of fighting art within you. So maybe a jiu-jitsu expert. Who knows? I want to take up that BJJ, the jiu-jitsu that Tom Hardy wins medals in, and that. If I've got time, I'll have a go at the BJJ jiu-jitsu. I thought it was kind of, it meant something else, a bit ruder than that, but anyway, that's another matter. Right, so, Paul Ellis, got nothing against you, mate. I think I may have messaged you a couple of times, and I think your dad did that charity ride one time. That was great, yeah. Sponsorship, raised sponsorship. You and Tony Burkett going around the country, no problems. You've got the beef with Decca. The tides turned with Decker. I wasn't too sure about him to start with, but yeah, something not quite right there. Anyway, haven't seen him for a while on YouTube. Don't know where he is. Paul Ellis, you did call out Decker, so I thought you were going to fight Decker. You look kind of similar in weight fashion to Decker. That might be a good fight. Humble, kind of leave Humble alone. You're saying, did you say you want to go around to his house or something? You're slagging each other off, etc. And you need to sort it out through talking, debating, keeping it on a level. Stop whinging and moaning at each other and swearing at each other and calling everyone names, etc. That's what sparks off the fighting, because we're fighting men, aren't we? If you go around John's, I'm sure John has a little bit of a surprise for you, because if you enter someone's property, although debatable, they could actually shoot you. You're protecting yourself, your family, so I wouldn't do that. But anyway, I might test the equipment and do live and just talk to a friend of mine. Friends of mine on here, they watch this, 10 of them. So you guys, what do you think? Do you think a good fight between Paul and Decker eventually? It's all gone a bit quiet on the fighting world, the bare knuckle fight world. But I gather, Danny, you're having a fight against what's the guy's name? I can't remember his name, but yeah. I've looked at the other guy's record. It looks impressive. Should be a good fight. Look forward to that one. Love the last fight. As we all know, that's a brilliant fight. And good luck to Danny. Haven't seen much of Paul Venice, but I gather you've got parts in this film. Great. I'd love to see that film. Should be good. And yeah, good luck with that. What else have I got going on? So I was talking about drugs, wasn't I? Enhancing drugs. I know a lot of guys out there who do bodybuilding like to cosmetically look a bit better. The drugs help you recover, and so you can train pretty much the next day without any, without any lactic acid going around in the muscles, etc. So it helps you recover more so, a lot of these drugs, and also it helps you bulk out as well. You can take an injection in your buttock to make you lose weight on one of the drugs, and it works quickly, goes through the system. I don't agree with them. In competition, and I still do old man competition, I also train people for competition as well, and I go into schools as well and train them for PE and things. And I don't want to plug drugs to them. I do think it's cheating within competition. Cosmetically, it can make you look bigger, so that's a whole another debate because guys are using them, normal guys who aren't competing in gyms, and they're making themselves look bigger, etc. I've never taken it. I don't agree with that, but there is a risk involved. I'm not a scientist, but we're all looking at the figures now of the bodybuilders that are passing away through heart attacks. Their fertility goes down. I think Arnie, did he ever have children? Yes, he did, didn't he? But at first he had problems with his fertility, what was going on down there, etc. So I wouldn't recommend it. But, we're all going to do what we're going to do. So anyway, the blood doping, I also want to talk about as well. So blood doping, it helps in things like distance running, long distance cycling. We all know the Tour de France riders, Lance Armstrong and his team used to blood dope in the hotels. So what you do, you take away some of your blood, you cool it, put it in a fridge. You can also add drugs to it, which some stupid person did, and they got caught because they had drugs in that system then. So you put the cool blood back in the arm a day later or so, something like that, and you get cool blood all running around your body, and it's all oxygenated. I don't know the exact ins and outs of what it does, but the distance runners, apparently the African runners all do this, and they're taking the drug EPO. So endurance runners take the drug EPO, and it's cheating, and their performance is amazing. But if you live in a mud hut, maybe generalizing, in a mud hut in Africa, and you're thinking, I need to get out of here, this is not the way. You're offered drugs, and you think that drugs are going to get you there, and they're going to get you to international level, going to get you an agent, you're probably going to do it. So that's what's happening. Their authorities aren't like ours. We random test our athletes. I don't know how often it is, but it is random, isn't it? So they turn up at your house. I think you get 2 or 3 strikes and you're out. You're banned. They don't have that so much in Africa, and it's a bit corrupt. A lot of the athletes are in Europe anyway. They train in Europe, including over here. I had a job interview once, going back years, to look after some Kenyan distance runners. It was also looking after their airport trips, looking after their training or helping their training, and down at Bushy Park in London, and also anything like going around and seeing if they're stocked up with tea bags or toilet rolls or anything like that, anything they needed. A guy that got the job was an ex top helper in the London Marathon. I don't know, he was involved with the director, what's his name? I can't remember his name either. I'm getting old. But anyway, drugs in sport. I've got a poll, my community page. So have a look. So Conor Ben, was he a cheat? Does he deserve some sort of ban? The fight didn't go ahead, so he's banned from the fight. Are all or most MMA fighters on this? WWF wrestlers said to be on these substances. So what do we think? What do you think about that? Put it in the comments, my 10 viewers, my mates, and I will have a chat with 1 or 2 of you when I can, if I can be bothered. I don't know. Can I get live? Can I do live? I don't know. I haven't got the 1,000 subscribers. I think you need 1,000 subscribers, don't you, to get the live anyway. I'll have a chat on someone else's sometime. But anyway, fell off the chair then. So Saturday, best day of the week. It's also my birthday on Monday. I'm kind of celebrating because I'm going to an antiques fair. They're shutting off the whole town in a place in Hampshire, and I'm going there, and I love antiques, and I might buy 1 or 2 antiques. But for now, thanks for listening. Humbles, yeah, don't pay too much attention. Don't get too wound up with this Paul Ellis thing. That's YouTube. That's YouTube Wars for you. Anyway, I will check in another time when I've got something to say. And bye for now. Cheers. Thank you.